Exchanges are generally safe, but
Mm.
if you have like huge amounts and you're not really actively trading it in and out the market, it would really be best to leave it and secure it in a cold storage wallet versus just nakatenga lang dun. So Ethereum, second largest in terms of market cap cryptocurrency. And if the primary use case for Bitcoin is a store of value, meaning essentially digital gold, it's a hedge against inflation, Ethereum has a lot of potential and is generally more functional in nature, given that the smart contracts in which you can write and use built on the Ethereum blockchain can have a variety of use cases. And those use cases are called dApps, for example, decentralized applications. And they have a variety of use cases, but primarily speaking, they're trying to replace financial primitives. So things like lending money, borrowing money, right? Which generally are very complicated. There are nuances to collateral, there are nuances to your identification, there are nuances to your background. At least there are certain projects which make that largely decentralized in nature and remove the middleman from that process. So it's really still in the spirit of decentralization.
Belle, do you have anything in your notes spot that you want to share?
Well, I wanted to share also how you can earn from Clubhouse. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Clubhouse, Carl, but it's another app where if you get enough followers, you can get tips. And it's from a minimum of $5 up to 25 or more. So just say your op-ed pieces. This is where Twitter people, the crypto Twitter community have transitioned a little bit, and then they were talking and sharing their insights, and a lot of people who are followers of them tip them. So that's another way to earn money.
Yeah. If you're somebody who has a lot of information, diba? And you wanna share it out there, use Clubhouse. It's an application.
Well, Clubhouse, there are different rooms, and there are just so many rooms you can choose from, which are contingent on the interests or things you like that you put when you make a profile. So, like, for me, for example, a lot of the rooms I can join or participate in are financial literacy, blockchain, cryptocurrency, trading, all of that. But they even have a lot of other content for whatever hobby you're into: sports, meditation, yoga, everything under the sun, right? How about you, Belle?
Yeah, I follow the same thing. We actually had an interaction in the Tesla Clubhouse at the time. I think that was March.
Right. And just to share, Carl, an interesting thing about Clubhouse, there's a lot of pundits and thought leaders who enter rooms and start like speaking. So for example, it's very possible that there might be a room and then Gary Vaynerchuk just comes in and starts talking about NFTs or leadership and all of that. So it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. A lot of big people there who share knowledge.
So I appreciate what you're sharing. Kasi I have other guests who talk about cryptocurrency, but iba-ibang angle. Some will talk about the currency. Some naman will talk about investing in the coin. But I appreciate that you're sharing also that aspect about community, about the massive adoption.
If I may share, I used to be a PR manager, PR director for an exchange naman. So the mechanism was affiliate marketing. So if people downloaded the app, they have the capacity to earn with people they bring in. And how exchanges battle it out is through the percentages. So pagandahan, pataasan ng percentages.
Pataasan ng rate to make it more attractive to use their exchange over another one, right?
Correct, yeah.
The way it works is that you get a certain commission when they use that service or that product, or in this case, in cryptocurrency, if they use that exchange, for example. But in exchanges like Binance, there are even additional incentives every time the person you referred trades. So, kung malaki yung turnover nila, if malaki yung account nila, and you referred them, you get a percentage from that. And I think I have a friend who invited someone with deep pockets to be able to be his like affiliate, or he referred them. And if I'm not mistaken, I think on a monthly basis, he got something like $200 to $300 for doing that one-time activity of getting that person on board. Quite interesting. A general or oversimplified definition of staking is that if I have X number of cryptocurrency and ayoko naman ibenta, let's say for example, down yung market, pero hahawakan ko lang, hodler ako, diamond hands ako, you can use that crypto and you can stake it on an exchange. Kumbaga, itetenga mo, you can leave it with the exchange, and you get a certain APY, annual percentage yield, over a certain period of time. So it's like it's an incentive for people to park their cryptocurrency, and it's also a liquidity mechanism on the end of the exchange to keep volume and participation. So think of it like a time deposit of sorts.
Ano naman ang liquid swap? Sinabi ni Joshua de la Cruz about liquid swap.
Right. So if I'm not mistaken, it's another way in which these exchanges try to get liquidity. And just to clarify what liquidity is, it's really about traded volume. Because if you have a cryptocurrency exchange that is not liquid, there are a lot of problems there. You might not be able to cash out. You might have to buy cryptocurrency at a premium price because there aren't many liquidity providers. And on the converse, you might have to sell it a bit lower to get out because there also aren't liquidity providers. So if I'm not mistaken, these are also other events and initiatives within particular exchanges to be able to get additional flow of liquidity, on-ramps and off-ramps for people to be able to participate. So yeah, just to add to that, Carl, exchanges are generally safe, but if you have like huge amounts and you're not really actively trading it in and out the market, it would really be best to leave it and secure it in a cold storage wallet versus just nakatenga lang dun.